Budget Blinds. Visit their showroom or call today for a free in-home consultation.
And Moses joins us for a first look at sports. We're talking hockey as the Bandit Pipeline Bobcats are on a roll at the MAX tournament in Calgary.
And looking to carry that momentum from that round-robin play to the medal round. The Baby Cats taking on the Belarusian under-17 team earlier this afternoon. And let's go to the first period. Belarus with a good scoring chance. Ashton Oakes, though, coming up with a huge block for the Bobcats. Dane eventually finds the loose puck to keep this one scoreless. The Cats would be on the power play later in the period. The leading scorer Ty Smith and Zane Franklin add to their point totals. They get the assists on the Parker Soretsky goal. The redirect beats the Belarus goalie 1-0 for the Bobcats. Second period now, Belarus man advantage, and right off the face-off, Artyom Balruk is his name. The point shot gets through and beats Dow. We were all tied up at 1 apiece. Moments later, Cats 5-on-3 power play. Franklin and Smith work their connection again. It's going to be Logan Gainey who gets a bit of a gift there. Orange and Black now up 2-1. Cats, a bit of a bad giveaway here in the third period. Belarus cannot capitalize as Dow makes a few stops, and the Bobcats will break out the other way. Gainey carries the puck up the ice and dish it to Bryce Kindop, who goes top shelf just $1.26 into the period. 3-1 Bobcats, and that's how this one would end. And now they'll move on to the semifinals later tonight versus the defending champion Caribou Cougars. Let's hear from the Bobcats' win earlier today.
You always say your team starts in net first, and it did today. Dane Dow played a hell of a hockey game for us. You know, he made some big saves, and, you know, just hats off to that kid. And, you know, he was a big part of this win. And, you know, I thought our intensity wasn't there at the start, but it got better and better. You know, we had some huge penalty kills, and it was just a good team effort.
Yeah, it was great. It's over Christmas, plus those 3 games, and it was really tough trying to get my game and my feel of the puck back in. And after yesterday, I had some good things to move on forward with, and it moved into this game, and I played pretty well.
Well, obviously, we're going to have more intensity. You know, they're a heck of a hockey team over there. They're physical. They bring it. They bring it every shift. We're going to have to match it, and we're going to have to be ready to go. And I'm sure these boys in here, they're eager to play them. You know, they're the defending champs, so it'll be nice to knock them off.
Now, after it was announced that Lloydminster was going to be the host of the 2016 RBC Cup, preparations got underway, and as we inch closer to the new year, the pace has even been ramped up a notch or two. Gord Thibideau and his coaching staff have been working around the clock trying to ice the perfect roster to win it all. Nerman Issa caught up with the bench boss and has more.
This is your second year with the team, but this year has been absolutely crazy for you. From over a year ago when they announced the RBC Cup, you guys have been so busy, so hectic. So far, how has it been in the first few months of the season being behind the bench and kind of the main coaching role?
It's, you know what, it's as you mentioned, it's been hectic. More so than any other year I've coached. It just seems like there's so many things that you're trying to accomplish and get done, and that's both on and off the ice. So it's been difficult, but you know what, it's what we expected, I guess. And we're fortunate to have Gary here. He's gone through the RBC before and knows that there's a lot of work involved and has been eager to pick up some of that slack. But it's certainly not something you could do by yourself. We have a very confident staff, and you know, between Malcolm in the front office and Gary and Chris Weeb, we're fortunate that you know, we're able to spread the work around, and thank God, because otherwise it would just be too much for one person.
You guys have been so busy so far, probably the busiest team in the AJHL. 1.5 trades in 1 week or a week and a half.
Yeah.
So how has it been trying to balance both of those things?
Well, the tough part has been, you know, we never intended to have 5 trades in 1 week, and we didn't want to be the busiest team. But circumstance sometimes dictates that. And, you know, it's been one of those years where there's not a lot of teams lining up to help us. You know, it's not like guys are phoning us saying, hey, do you want our best player? So we're searching high and low. We're trying to find talent everywhere. It's something we said at the start, and we knew that we had to get better. We liked our team at the start, and we had a great, you know, first 2 months. But this is about where we're going to be in May. We feel that we still need to improve. We're getting there. The results may not show, but we like what we're formulating here. And with a couple more little tweaks, we think that we're going to be there.
Is this kind of where you want to see yourself?
This is very close to where we expected to be. I think this little string of injuries lately has put us in maybe a tougher spot than we expected. For us to close out the first half, it's difficult, you know, when you're short bodies, so that may have an effect on the record. In terms of the style of game we're playing, no, we're not happy. We expected that we'd be, a bit more consistent than we've shown.
All right, so if we have to pick a team MVP so far, roughly a little more than 1/3 into the season, who would you pick?
Okay, and I can't pick like Chris Weeb, a coach, no.
No, it has to be someone on the ice.
Alex Leclerc would be, I think, the hands-down MVP of this team. He's been the key for us right from day one. So Alex, in my mind, there's been a lot of great performances, but consistency-wise, he's been there virtually every night that he's played. So I would say Alex is.
What are you hoping to get out of your boys in the second half of the season?
Well, I think the second half's going to be, we're getting closer to the dream, which is once you get in the second half, you're playing for playoffs, and now it's starting to become more important each and every day. That Royal Bank Cup is getting closer. I expect our excitement level is going to increase tenfold in the second half, and I want us to make sure that we're ready for a long playoff run so that we can have the experience necessary to have success May 14th to the 22nd.